Hello, good evening, and welcome to tonight's edition of Sunday News Special. My name is Mercy Ike. I'm excited to know you've been able to join us. All right, today we will be bringing you several stories, some hard news, some entertaining, some enlightening, and what have you. All right, we'll quickly reel out the headlines that we have for you tonight. Governor Moino, wife, deputy governor, others join 8th Akwa Ibom House of Assembly in Thanksgiving today. Wife of governor takes advocacy on GBV to community leaders. Reporter made a stop at Emeroke community to ascertain the status of drinking water of residents. And Mary Slessor and Glio Foundation celebrates governor's 1 year in office, presents gift items to Ikot Senatorial District Women Forum. Those are the stories we have for you tonight, plus other stories. We'll take a quick break. When we return, I will be joined by Michael Anchor tonight, Mr. Ford Udokan. All right, do stay with us. All right, welcome back. It's Sunday News Special.
Welcome to the program. My name is Ufot Udoakan.
All right, to our first story tonight, Governor Moino has congratulated members of the 8th Assembly for a successful legislative 1 year as they gathered for a Thanksgiving service at Kwaibo Church, Iwere Fort, Wangiba Road, Uyo. The governor's congratulatory message came during a Thanksgiving service organized by the 8th Assembly members in Akwa Ibom. Our government house reporter, Patience John, tells us more.
While commending the decision of the lawmakers to return to God for a Thanksgiving, Governor Moino called on them to do same in their various constituencies in order to give their constituents a sense of belonging.
With all of you, it's my thinking that since you represent constituencies, you should be able to come together and fix a date. Let all of you go back to your different constituencies and thank God in your different constituencies so that the local people can also, be champion of local people. So that I'll discuss with the speaker to see how we can support you so that you can also take this Thanksgiving to your local communities and thank God with those local people that elected you into office, because all of them may not be able to come here. So I think it would be nice that all of you can come together, choose a day. Let it be that all of us go to our different constituency and seize and hold the different Thanksgiving.
Governor Moino used the occasion to reel government's programs on education, including the education exchange program between Akwa Ibom children and United Kingdom, where he reiterated state government resolution to do more.
Recently, some of you have read, have been moving in and out of the UK to try and get local children, local in quote, because to be able to understand that they are not limited by the circumstances or place of their birth. We undertook a project to ensure that at least one child per local government, the rural community, we take them on an exchange program to the UK and they spend some days. See the system. What are we trying to build into them? Confidence. And to say to them that the world is here for you to explore.
The service featured Thanksgiving and congregational hymn. Patience John, AKBC News.
Alright, the 8th Assembly tagged the People's Assembly. Congratulations to all the members on 1 year in office, 1 year serving Akwa Ibom people, 1 year serving their constituents.
Well, Thanksgiving is worth giving to God for a successful 1 year. Now, the next story. The Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly has rounded off its first legislative year with Thanksgiving. Speaking with the Melton, and the 26 House members were joined by the State Governor, wife, Deputy Governor, and members of the State Executive Council at Kwaibe Church, Ewedofort, for the service. Legislative Affairs reporter Yokoswa was there.
The choice of Sunday, June 9, 2024 for Thanksgiving in commemoration of the first legislative year of the 8th Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly is strategic, as the day marks exactly 12 months for the Assembly, which was inaugurated Friday, June 9, 2023. Reading from the Biblical Book of Psalm 118, Speaker Udemeotong, flanked by his 25 colleagues and their spouses, said the strides of the Assembly within the first 12 months was evidence that God was with them.
The Bible says, "Give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, because his mercy endureth forever." Let Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly now say that his mercy endureth forever. Today is our day to mark the end of 1 year legislative activities in Akwa Ibom State House of Assembly. We are privileged in our different constituencies to represent our different constituencies. Not that we were better than every other person, but God chose us to represent our different constituencies. That is why we are bringing thanks to him today.
Preaching on the efficacy of Thanksgiving as a theme, the General Superintendent of the Kwaibo Church, the Reverend Ekbedeme Fanga, said real gratitude comes from the heart.
Yes, other things will come, but the one that happens immediately shows how you value the giver of the miracle. Please, there is nothing wrong in thanking God anyhow you want. But if you want results, number one, you should know priorities.
The Chairman Church Committee, Kwaibo Church, Ewedofort, Elder Enobo Atad, welcomed guests to the church and thanked the assembly for choosing to hold their Thanksgiving in their assembly. The church presented gifts to some guests at the service, including Governor Omoino and his deputy, Senator Akun Eyaranyi, and Speaker Udemeotong. The assembly were later joined by the State Executive Council for the cutting of an anniversary cake donated by the church. With the first legislative year officially concluded on its last day, the second is already underway. Uyoko Uswa, AKBC News.
Alright, once again, congratulations to the 8th Assembly, 8th Akwa Ibom State House Assembly, tagged the People's Assembly. In 1 year, the 8th Assembly has passed 98 bills.
And about 100 motions.
Okay, about I learned is at least 107 motions, and then they have at least 11 of
The motions.
assented to by Governor.
The bills, right?
The bills assented to by Governor Moina. One of them is the Community Watch Law 2024, which allows for employment of several people into that auspices, and then their assignment is to maintain peace and order in the various communities in Akwa Ibom State.
And interestingly, the House is now one party. We've had the two other members from other parties defecting to the PDP. The last was the member for Ikono State House of Assembly, that is Honorable Sokwo Nana Udo.
Alright, worthy of mentioning also, let's talk about what they've been doing for their people.
The oversight.
Yeah, their functions. I know the Tinan assemblyman, Mr. Udwa Epu, has been able to give out some funds for people to start up cooperative societies and other things. I don't want to reel out. He should come.
Here I said. Well, we could also mention that of Esienudum, the recent borehole he has done for some of the communities, and also empowering most of the youths with some funds for as take-up grants. Then students, loan.
So once again, kudos to the 8th Assembly. Kudos on their 1-year anniversary. We move on now to the next story tonight. There are basic amenities that man is supposed to enjoy throughout his sojourn on Earth. These amenities, which are natural, man-made, include food, light, infrastructure, conducive environment, and water. While some people in several communities are blessed with most of these goodies, others are striving to get the basic ones like water, such as the people of Emeroke Kingdom in Eastern Obolo local government area, who are still drinking water dug from ground. Is this practice custom or necessity? To answer the question, Iano Paul visited Emeroke Kingdom to unravel the reason the people are still drinking water from the ground.
To assuage our curiosity on hearing about this practice through a social worker and advocate for peace, nature, and gender justice, our crew decided to visit the Emeroke Kingdom also to see their ways of life. It took our crew almost hours from Okorite town in Eastern Obolo to the kingdom that can only be accessed through boats and motorcycles, a trip that we were charged 3,000 naira each by the rider conveying us to the community. This is the much talked about Emeroke Kingdom in Eastern Obolo local government area. The people here are blessed with natural resources like oil. They have fish in abundance, but they lack one basic amenity, which is water, potable water. On arrival, it was discovered that the kingdom is surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean and rivers, and the unfortunate news was that if we stayed late, the idea of going back may not be realized because of the nature of the ocean. The residents of Emeroke Kingdom, whose main occupation is fishing, speak Obolo language, Pidgin English, with only a little fraction speaking other languages like the Ibibio. Just as we were told, the people dug water in different places, and when asked why, they blamed it on lack of potable water in the area. It was learned that these people drink, wash, and bathe with the same water.
Yeah, this is the water that we drink. I want to see this water, not during my time. It was here before I born. Because we don't have any other water now, we use the one we see. The only water is that salt water. You cannot use that one for anything. If you fetch this water in jerrycan in our homes, any child that go and play with that one that you fetch and keep, you can beat that child to nonsense. So we don't play with this water because this is the only water that, in fact, it is our gold here.
We no get normal water. That's like this, as you see and so. Now where we dey drink, the children kwa. As a fish and so, not to drink, bath, everything cook. Now we go use for. We suffer for water. Only rainy season when rain don't fall like that. For here now you go full, even all the potato go full inside. Then go see the fish. Now dry season now when water dry season, the water go dry. Then go begin to carry plates. They carry frog as you they say so frog there inside. Then go the jump.
Even when we know that it's not clean, we don't joke with it because no good water around. That's why we drink it, use it for everything.
The Meroke Kingdom dwellers lamented being neglected, even though they are Kwaibomites. One of the village heads of the communities, Chief Reuben Okene, and his subordinate narrated their ordeal, involvement in politics, business, and their needs.
My village head of Utunene. So many people are dying. Children are dying because of bad water. Even not be all this waterproof water. I don't know. Pure water. For government to bring us better water for the people to drink.
When you fetch the water, you keep it you put along, keep it 3 days before you take it. So in short, we don't have a good water. So we suffer about water. So we need government to help us. We really beg them, let them help us.
It's not what we should take into our body, but that's what we see around here. So that we don't have any option. The things that are moving inside the water are frogs. So you can see that we are drinking from the water that frog lives inside. Fetch the water now, you will see frog inside. You remove it now. You remove it and drink the water. We have no option. That's all we have here.
That's our best water so far. Pure water is a bag of pure water here is 900 naira now. So as you can see, it's not everybody that will be able to buy a bag of pure water 900 naira. At least it is good for government to look into this thing and at least give us a good water to drink because water is part of health.
The representative of Advocate for Peace, Nature and Gender Justice, Ruth Harry, who led her crew to the area, lamented the kind of water the people are drinking, calling on their representatives and spirited individuals or NGOs to provide them with potable drinking water.
I didn't expect to see this kind of things. Normally, the normal basic needs of human beings is to have water. And I was shocked when I was shown this place, that this place is being affected by the flood, their only source of water. I was like, how can this be a source of water when people are drinking potable water? It's really shocking and painful because, like you can see children. What do you expect these children to turn out? The productivity of the women in this area are being affected. This community really needs urgent help.
Meroke Kingdom is serene with natural habitats and fresh salty waters, but in need of basic amenities, especially good source of drinking water, in order to avert outbreak of diseases and death.
But this place is part of Akwa Ibom. We are hearing Akwa Ibom is beautiful, Akwa Ibom is good. Yes, it is true, but there are part of Akwa Ibom in this local government in Isunobolo that we didn't know that whether Akwa Ibom is fine or Akwa Ibom is not fine. So I want government to come down to see. So I want government to give us a good source of water.
Government, please come help us because the place where we dey now, we dey suffer.
Even our newborn baby, we are suffering. Water we don't have, hospital, school, road, light we don't have here.
There are several other communities like Meroke that need good basic amenities to have a sense of belonging, and such places should be considered. Eyageno Paul, KBC News.
The plight of the people of Meroke Kingdom in Eastern Obolo local government area here in Akwa Ibom State. And like the reporter asked, is, you know, they are forced to drink this water. Is it a practice
or a culture,
or a custom, or a necessity? From the report, you can just see that they have no other source of water, so it is a necessity for them, and it's very bad. Mr. Doctor?
Yes, I would say that report is a clear call for the government, non-governmental organizations, individuals, and the House members representing that local governments and the constituency to do something about that. And not only that, there is also...
Still talking, before you even move, we already talked about the House of Assembly members, so it is a call for the member representing Eastern Obolo State constituency, Selina Upatu. Yes, it's a clarion call for her to reach out to the people of Emeroke Kingdom and see how she can help. Other well-meaning citizens within that area or anywhere at all should reach out and help the people of that kingdom. Imagine them, you know, drinking that water day in, day out. They are exposed to all forms of waterborne diseases, cholera, typhoid, you know, very sad, very, very sad.
Yes, I was tempted to even ask my reporter today if she actually tests that water to really know how it tests, and then give us other parts of the report.
Yeah, I also noticed the part where one of the respondents said to buy sachet water, we buy here for about 300, 400 naira. They buy theirs for about 900 naira. Well, we know with this report being brought to the fore here on AKBC, help will come the way. So, you know, I even had to ask, is it that the land is not good to drill water for the people? And the reporter told me that it's good. They've not complained about that. So we believe help is on the way for them.
I think an attempt should be done, especially during the dry season. I think that land could be good enough for water to be drilled for the members of that community. Over now to the next story. Wife of the governor of Akwa Ibom State and chairperson of Akwa Ibom State Gender-Based Violence Management Committee, Pastor Patience Eno, has reiterated the need for community leaders to work towards tackling gender-based violence issues in their domains. The State First Lady said this while engaging the community stakeholders in Ibesikwa Sultan local government area to raise awareness on the ills of gender-based violence. The town hall meeting took place at the council hall, Ibesikwa Sultan local government area. Margaret Bassi reports.
Pastor Patience Eno said the advocacy visit aims at educating and informing community stakeholders of the provisions of the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Law 2020 to avert breaches of the law. According to the governor's wife, who was represented by a member of JIFA team, Mrs. Ann Abraham, the month of June is dedicated to advocacies and sensitizations on the contents of the VAP law, advising them as leaders of different groups to share the information received with their members to help curb the incessant occurrence of GBV in the state.
We are here because when there is no knowledge, my people do what? Perish. Because make people are you for all one. I've been out there, I do, that's why we are here.
A member of the Akwa Ibom State Gender-Based Violence Management Committee, Mrs. Coco Maumana, the director, Akwa Ibom Multi-Door Courthouse, Magistrate Helen Umana, and Ms. Ekemini Akpapan of JIFA talked about sexual and gender-based violence, the mandate of Akwa Ibom State GBV Committee, as well as the stipulated penalties, sanctions, and fines for the different GBV offenses. They particularly mentioned a few GBV offenses such as harmful traditional widowhood practices, rape, female genital mutilation, and forceful ejection from home. Other offenses include willfully making false statements, false financial independence, as well as emotional, verbal, and psychological abuse.
In the workplace, don't be shaking the man, hugging the lady, and saying women are to be hugged, except it is appropriate, except it is permitted, except you have a relationship with the person. When any person intentionally penetrates the vagina, not only you, the person that is doing it, even the one that tries and was not able to, penetrate, is also an offense.
Each local government, any GBV desk. Yes. So you are to report any case to the desk.
All the village youth give a support to them. There are almost 79 village youth. And honestly, I'm really happy.
The town hall meeting featured an interactive session where the men and women participated in vocal group discussion anchored by Mrs. Edidion Inyang. There were responses to issues bordering on existing traditional laws against GBV and enforcement patterns in the local government area. Stakeholders from Ibesikpo Osuton local government area expressed their commitment to reporting cases of gender-based violence in order to deter perpetrators.
The government will and sit up, no matter what. If you are in this team, you have to be a woman and you have to be meeting. Everybody wants police, they can start letting you go.
The meeting brought together leaders of women and youth groups across the local government area. Margaret Bassi, EKBC News.
All right, June has been dedicated as a month to create advocacies, sensitization on the provisions of the VAP laws. And I'm talking about the gender-based violence, sexual violence and gender-based violence. We have several of them. We have rape, harmful widowhood practices, female genital mutilation, forced ejection from the home, and then forceful financial dependence.
Well, you mentioned VAP, and the acronym there is Violence Against Persons Prohibition Law, and that law was promulgated and signed into law in 2020. Interestingly, I've seen most of the advocates there are women, but we also have male advocates, in that awareness campaign. One thing I want to mention again is that traditional rulers are not also left out in, advocating for this awareness. What they have done at the rural level is to develop what they call bylaws, where some of these issues could be trashed within the local government level before taking it outside to maybe have it to the courts to really handle.
Okay, and I know for sure that government has warned them, not just them, anybody at all, not to try to be an obstacle, not to try to stop every perpetrator from receiving the punishment that's allotted to him depending on the crime. And then there are some popular ones: rape, that's always talked about, the harmful widowhood practice, and so on and so forth. But there are others that people are still not aware of. They don't know it's a crime. So there's need to bring up the sensitization, talk about it every now and then, so nobody will say they are ignorant of it. For instance, the forced financial dependence, the forceful ejection from home. Some people don't know it's actually a crime that's punishable by the law. So it's important to create this awareness every now and then.
Other laws with willfully making statements against somebody.
That's right.
And also causing emotional or psychological abuse.
If I say
against
something hurtful,
yes,
even to you, not just to the spouse.
I'll take you to
even to my colleague. All right. It is Sunday News Special. It's time for us to take a quick break. We'll be back with more. Do stay.
This is a home where we all belong. The place where life is beautiful. The peaceful ambience we enjoy when we live together in unity and love. It's a man and we go stand together, we go make them better. We be brothers and sisters, no matter where we day. It's a man and no matter where we day, we are one. Let's live together in peace and harmony.
This is Sunday News Special. Very many thanks for staying with us tonight. Alright, we go to our next report tonight to celebrate Pastor Moino's 1 year in office as governor. Mary Slessor Akanglio Foundation recently presented sewing machine accessories and hairdressing equipment to members of Ikot-Ekpene Senatorial District Women Forum. The empowerment, according to the foundation, was to alleviate hardship experienced by people in line with their Rise Agenda initiative aimed at promoting skills acquisition. AI4 reports.
At the empowerment ceremony at Old Council Hall, Ikot-Ekpene, 2 women were selected from each of the 10 local government areas that make up the senatorial district for hairdressing kits and sewing machines, as well as accessories. Speaking, the president, Mary Slessor Akanglio Foundation, Dr. Gloridit, who is a former commissioner for Women Affairs and Agriculture, said she was touched about what Governor Moino has accomplished in just 1 year in office. The reason she decided on behalf of the foundation to also empower her constituents by providing them with the items. Dr. Edith said the greatest gift one can give to those in need is providing them with tools that can assist them make money and fend for their families.
And we are proud of him. Our Excellency Mrs. Special Umoino. She has used her faith project to touch the lives of many. So as a foundation, that is why we are empowering you today. And we pray that God will use this to open many doors for you. Therefore, that you have customers will come to you, and God will use things that we are giving you today to help your family in Jesus' name.
The coordinator of the foundation, Mrs. Jane Essien, said the foundation, through Wives of Transition Committee chairmen in the 10 local government areas of the senatorial district, selected women who have been trained on hairdressing and tailoring but could not afford the machines to start the businesses, imploring them to make good use of the items.
To you, our beneficiaries, as a foundation, we don't need your silver, neither do we need your gold. But the only thing we need is
your commitment to your business.
The Commissioner for Agriculture and Rural Development, Dr. Ofiofo, Chairman of Ikore Ekpene Local Government Transition Committee, represented at the event, and wife, President Ikore Ekpene Senatorial District Women Forum, Mrs. Inibere Silas, and wife of Dean of Commissioners and Special Advisors, Mrs. Blessing Ebonko, extolled the sterling qualities of Dr. Edith for constantly touching lives.
She's doing a great job. This is what she's supporting them in whatever skills that they are doing. And when you support a woman, you support the family, and by extension the state, and by extension the nation.
And thank you so much, Big Sister, for this empowerment that you have for us. Congratulations to the beneficiaries
that had the last part to cut up for the people. May God bless you.
God will bless you. God will increase you. The pillar of this sorrow. Because without her, the people don't think you can come at you. You know what I mean? I saw us free.
Others who spoke described Dr. Gloria Edith as a Mary Slessor of this generation, saying it is only one with the heart of gold that could give such items in these difficult times, praying God to keep blessing her.
God has used that to change the life of so many. Dr. Gloria Edith, the things you do for humanity are uncountable. And we did not know.
High point of the ceremony was the presentation of the items by the Mary Slessor Akandlo Foundation to select beneficiaries. The elated beneficiaries who could not hide their excitement thanked their benefactor this way. Eyageno Paul, KBC News.
Alright, kudos to the Mary Slessor Akandlo Foundation that has been known for making impact on society, touching people's lives in several ways. The latest is the reach out to 20 women, as from 2 from the 10 federal constituencies of the state. Empowering them. You know, they say when you empower the woman, you're empowering society, you're empowering the nation. Congratulations to them. Congratulations and kudos to the founder of that foundation, Dr. Gloria Edith. We wish her more grace and blessings from God.
Well, we could also congratulate her for choosing some twin to also empower them, their families too.
And then a word of advice for the beneficiaries who may be watching us. It's always important to make good use of that which you've received from your benefactor. It's not for you to go and sell it off and then use that money to buy gari, buy rice. It will just finish at the spur of the moment. So use those equipment wisely to earn a living.
Yes, and not to sell it off and then turn over to seek for support from some other people.
Urgent 2K.
All right, the next story brings me to the recent action I've just taken. Says, how often do you laugh? Is it only when you are happy? Do you know that people who laugh often live a happy and longer life? Laughter too improves one's health according to research. Udwagabasi Person in this report takes a look at the benefits of laughter and how often people should laugh to attract these benefits. The reports.
Laughter is a strong medicine. It draws people together. It triggers healthy physical and emotional changes in the body. It strengthens the immune system, boosts mood, diminish pain, and protect one from the damaging effect of stress. Nothing works faster or more dependably to bring your mind and your body back to balance than a good laugh.
So what makes you laugh?
When something is funny, sometimes I read and I find jokes inside the books. I'll be laughing on my own.
Laughing is a part of life. Naturally, if I don't laugh, I cannot be myself. When you laugh, stress is gone.
Laughing makes someone to make that person to come alive.
It is said that laughter has the power to heal, and the ability to laugh easily and frequently is a tremendous resource for surmounting problems. It enhances relationship and help one release anger as well as forgive sooner. This priceless medicine is fun, free, and easy to use.
Oh no!
Do you know that children laugh hundreds of times a day? But when it comes to adults, laughter becomes more difficult due to stress. However, seeking more opportunities for humor and laughter, one can lighten burdens, find greater happiness, inspire hope, be focused and alert. It can even add years to one's life. Study reveals that laughter triggers the release of endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals that promote an overall sense of well-being. And people with a strong sense of humor outlive those who do not laugh frequently. According to medical experts, laughter boosts the immune system. It decreases stress hormones and physical tension, leaving your muscles relaxed for up to 45 minutes after. It increases immune cells and infection-fighting antibodies, thus improving your resistance to disease. According to her, laughter protects the heart. It improves the function of blood vessels and increases blood flow, which can help protect people against heart attack and other cardiovascular problems.
As a doctor, because there's a lot of clinical data behind it, did you know that laughter has many health benefits? As a physician, this is very important to me, both for me and for my patients. One is that laughing reduces stress and improves your mood. Laughing also boosts your immune system by eliminating toxins and increasing lymphocytes, which are positive, which are protective white blood cells. It also reduces pain by releasing endorphins, or the happy hormones. Laughing also regulates blood pressure, which in turn reduces the risk of heart disease. And lastly, laughing improves memory by increasing oxygen, which can then improve brain function.
In addition to exercise, it is worthy of note that laughter burns calories. A study found that laughing for 10 to 15 minutes a day can burn approximately 40 calories, which could be enough to lose 3 or 4 pounds over the course of a year. Biblically, here is what a father of faith had to say.
Don't let the situation steal away your gladness. Let your gladness in the Lord remains intact. In essence, your gladness should not be downtrodden by the situation.
Udragabasio Posen, AKBC News.
Is it only when you're happy that you get to laugh? Sometimes when people do funny things, you laugh. And talking about funny things, you know how you could be in a sad mood, and then probably you pick up your phone or you go to wherever you see you get contents that will make you laugh, and you laugh out. Sometimes you can laugh at people's folly. You can laugh at you know, somebody is trying to make you sad, you just laugh it off and you keep moving, you know.
And do you know what that means? Research says laughing 10 to 15 minutes, you're burning about 40 calories. And not only do you walk away by laughing, such action also helps to lower your blood pressure and also reduces depression in you. So learn to laugh.
Yeah, as often as possible,
Yes.
learn to laugh, and then learn to make people laugh. People, I want to say people you love, but not away from them.
Yeah.
Try to make others laugh.
And don't laugh at people.
Don't laugh at people.
Yes.
All right. Next report, the Public Relations Manager of AKBC, Mrs. Mercy David, a famous presenter on Radio Akwa Ibom 90.5 FM, Mr. Esin Sudo, popularly known as Rockefeller, and the Managing Director, Comfort FM, Mr. Eddie Ekpenyong, weekend received Award of Excellence, courtesy Soar World Media. The awards, according to the host and Chief Executive Officer, Soar World Media, Dr. Bliss Omoite, was to celebrate professionalism and excellent service delivery in the state. SMR reports that other people were also awarded at the event held at MGM Hotel, Dominic Otuk Avenue.
Speaking at the occasion, the chairman of the occasion and Deputy Comptroller, Nigeria Correctional Services, Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Ededekwan, applauded the host of the event for choosing to celebrate excellence, saying the action serves as a motivating force for others.
The vision of the Soar World Media Organization, the organizer of this novel event, is highly commendable. In my opinion, this is their modest contribution or effort in infusing the culture of excellence in service delivery in every segment of the socio-economy of our society.
The host and Chief Executive Officer of Soar World Media, Dr. Bliss Omoite, said the event was to honor talents, brains, and achievements of the people who have performed credibly in their endeavors, especially in the media community.
Soar World Media is a platform that runs media, runs entertainment, events, and of course business. See that it is prudent to gather people, gather legends, gather outstanding people that impact lives in different categories.
A United States-based indigene of Akwa Ibom State, who is also a music legend and principal director of the Mandators Concept, Mr. Victor Esiet, called for support for Akwa Ibom people with talents, while Professor Imo Abang presented a keynote address on the topic, Excellent Service Delivery in a Depressed Economy.
I just hope and wish that everybody understands that if somebody doesn't do something, anybody's not going to do it. I'm very happy to see what the Soar World has started.
We cannot be talking about excellence and we have no conscience. So ladies and gentlemen, as we gather today to celebrate icons in Akwa Ibom State, to celebrate institutions that have made marks, that have done excellent work.
The event featured performances by the Mandators crew and other music artists, unveiling and launching of the Soar World magazine by the author and the host of the event, Dr. Bliss Omoite, presentation of awards of excellence to distinguished talented members of the society. of the awardees, including the Public Relations Manager, Mrs. Mercy David, who also represented AKBC, expressed their appreciation thus.
I'd like to say thank you very much. First, to all those who voted me, I may not know you, but thank you.
I want to thank the organizers of this.
I feel so delighted. This is a push to do more.
Esther Umorin, AKBC News.
Congratulations to all the winners. Thank you so much for, a win for you is a win for the AKBC.
Yes. Kudos to also the SAR World Media for recognizing our own staff there, and also to Eddie Ekpenyong, former staff of Urban Broadcasting Corporation. Yeah. Congratulations there to you.
Yeah, and I'm sure you also observed the entertainment. We saw mandators, yes. I believe it was quite a lovely night, and gathering of stars. So once again, congratulations to all the winners of that award. And on that note, we've come full cycle on Sunday News Special. It's been a lovely time with you being on the other side of the divide and we being here to ensure that you have a lovely Sunday evening.
Thanks for staying tuned. See you again next week.